What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we are on the test server here today, so we can show you guys a little bit of test server action. And the champion I'm going to showcase in this video is actually one of the newer champions that got introduced into the game, and it's going to be Belz the Reckoner. So Belz the Reckoner, he is a orc, and he's probably designed after the Krampus Christmas monster, right? I think that's pretty cool. He looks great. Love his aesthetic here. He's got the Santa sack. He's got somebody in there. He's got the cool weapon. He's got the horns. Yeah, it definitely looks kind of nasty. He's an HP based damage dealer. He's got good HP, good base stats all around. It's a little bit slow, but he's got the extra accuracy, extra crit damage, which is nice. Let's check out his kit here real quick. A1 is going to be a decreased defense, 75% chance of landing, also ignores 5% of the target's defense for each debuff on them. So I guess if you land the decreased defense, it's probably going to be 5%, but you know, you could reasonably expect 5 to 20% or 10 to 20% ignore defense on his A1. We'll see how hard his A1 hits. Right now we don't have any multiplier information. His A2 attacks one enemy again before attacking, steals all the buffs, so you need accuracy for this, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. We'll repeat the attack against all allies if the initial target is under leech. So yeah, he can place leech himself or somebody else can place the leech, which is kind of good. Repeat the attack on all enemies if the initial target is under leech. So it becomes an AoE. Let's try that out. So moving on, his A3 AoE 3-turn cooldown, 100% when fully block buffs and leech. Perfect for Hydra. Also fills his champion turn meter by 5% for each debuff placed. So potentially 40 or 50% turn meter fill with this ability. I mean, it's really good. It's a great debuff, especially for Hydra. And then turn meter fill is awesome. Passive, increased max HP up to 50%, crit damage 50% by debuffs placed. So he can basically max this out pretty quick. It's 10 stacks, so 10 debuffs. He can max this out real quick. He's got decreased defense. He's got the leech block buffs. And then what? He got accuracy in all battles, 60. 60 is a little bit low, but still pretty good. Relevant aura and all that stuff. Pretty much a simple kit, but let's see his multipliers and let's see how he goes. I think he's a little bit interesting. I wanted to showcase him because first of all, he's, you know, the Christmas champions. We gotta give them some love for the season, and I really like his aesthetic, and I think his kit is very straightforward. But it's interesting to see how hard this guy's gonna hit. So let's check him out in some content here. Let's let's do some damage testing. Let's hop into the arena, do some damage testing here. All right, let's bring him in against this team. We got the increased accuracy here from Mikage to boost up Bel's debuffs, and then we got the lockout here to give us a little bit of time. It's a bit of a speed race, so let's see how we do here. If we go first, then we can keep this. Okay, we go first. That's great. Let's lock them out. And Lady Mikage. We could go for stun, but I want the increased accuracy just to test out his debuff A3. Let's go increase accuracy, and let's check out his debuff A3. Let's see how hard it hits. He is HP based damage dealer, so the plus attack doesn't really do anything for him. Not a bad hit actually. Not a bad hit. Almost wiped the whole team. But they do have weaken on, so actually it's probably not that good. Let's see here. Let's see what else he can do. Probably not that great. Team stuns here. Let's see how much his A1 hits for. Actually, before attacking steals all buffs. We'll repeat the attack against all enemies if the initial target is under leech. Actually, let's test this one out. So leech, they all have leech. So I see 80, I see 100. Honestly, it's not super insane, to be honest. That didn't seem super insane. Like, I was expecting everybody to kind of die. They had weaken and all that stuff on too. So maybe he doesn't hit super hard. I don't think he hits super hard. Okay, let's try something else. All right, let's test out against this team. Slower team, so we're going to go first here. I'm going to try to do with the increased accuracy again. Gonna do that. Lock them out, give us some time. And then we're gonna see if we can strip them here. Okay. Sheeped ourselves, nice. And the block debuffs. All right, let's see if we can steal something. Let's see if we can steal something. Steal. It's gonna steal from the UDK, I guess, and resist it. Feels kind of bad. Feels kind of bad. Feels kind of bad here. Okay, let's see what he does with his A3 against this team. Pretty tanky team, right? So let's see what it does. Yeah, that's not gonna be good enough. Not gonna be good enough. Okay, let's test out the A1. Not gonna be good enough. This is a pretty tanky team, right? Okay, let's test out the A1. It's against UDK, right? So decreased defense will ignore 5% for each debuff on them. So this is just like a naked hit here. 17k plus 8k shield, so 25k A1. The A1 seems to be decent, I guess, but it's just a single hit. Yeah, to me it doesn't seem like he hits super hard. To me it doesn't seem like he hits super hard. Let's see if we can get some... that's not going to do anything. We'll repeat if the target's under... Okay, let's try the A1 again. Yeah, about 25k against that UDK. Dang, could have used this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so that didn't work out too well. Alright, let's try again against this team here. Obviously against Rotos, you're going to bring UDK usually. That's going to make the fight a lot more manageable, but we're just going to bring the same team in here and let's see what we can do. Again, we're going to go with the plus accuracy. Alright, so let's go with the debuffs here. We weak hit, so that's another issue too. Weak hitting. Yeah, the weak hit is an issue too. That kind of sucks. Stun everybody. Okay, guess that kind of works. Rotos is gonna wake up here any second now, and we polymorph ourselves. All right, so this A1, oh, sorry, the A2, we're gonna steal something. Can we steal? No, that's protected. Okay, so we'll repeat against all enemies under leash. Okay. We weak hit. What's this? There's a relic on. Yeah, the A2 just didn't hit hard enough. I mean, yeah, the A2 is not hitting hard enough. No, there's no point in trying to debuff the Rotos, sorry. Okay, so maybe Arena is not his best place, but for sure his kit will be strong in Hydra. So let's test him out there. All right, let's slot him into a Hydra team and see how he performs. Honestly, I think he's going to do really, really good. Block buffs and leech are super important. And if he can chip in a little bit of damage, that's definitely going to be helpful. But basically from what we saw in those arena fights, it was really, really hard to see him doing a lot of damage, to be honest. You guys can check out his build after the video, after these runs, but I don't think I have him in, a bad build or anything. But yeah, we can definitely take a look afterwards. You guys can be the judge of that, but let's have a quick look at how this is going to work out here. So we got decreased defense and weaken coming from Yasenza, which brings the Hex as well. We got Wixwell here with the Provoke. So let's get the Provoke on. Got some protection sets for some extra damage. This team's pretty stacked, obviously. And then we got block buffs and leech. So you see how this works really, really well here. Unfortunately, he can weak hit, which is a little bit of a bummer. And then we have decreased speed here from Thorman. Very, very nice. And then we have Marius bringing the pain if he wasn't feared. Okay, so let's cloud somebody. Let's cloud somebody. Let's cloud our man here, and that didn't work. Everybody's feared off. Cleanse off the fears. Meter boosting. Alright, so. Okay, let's check out his multi-hit here. Hits against people with. Okay, so 70k each. I mean, let's compare. Let's slow down. Alright. 70k each. Let's compare to Thor. Alright. Like Thor is literally doing more than 10 times as much damage on his AoE compared to Belz here. So and then we have Marius doing tons of damage himself. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Belz is going to be doing tons of damage. But, okay, he's ramped up now, right? So let's say his A1. Against a decapped head, let's hit the Mischief head, which is like pretty soft. See how much damage you can do on his A1. 426. Let's see how much Thor can do on his A1. One hit. 450. So, yeah, he does... His A1 does less than half of Thor's A1. Because Thor has a double hit A1, guaranteed. And then he can also do multi-attacks. Yeah, his damage is definitely, like, you know, Thor is one of the best damage dealers, you know, non-Trunda or whatever. So it's hard to compare, right? But, you know, you kind of see where his role is. His role is probably not going to be damage dealer for many teams. But yeah, let's see. I love this AoE though. This AoE is really good. The block buffs, very, very useful. Leech is obviously very useful as well. But, I mean, you know, he's not totally useless. I would say he's not totally useless. So, I mean, it's A2, right? Let's see his A2. 250. 250 and then a double hit, 160, like 400k. That's only half of what Thor is doing. Like, yeah, I'm not convinced at this guy's damage. Not convinced at this guy's damage, but let's see. He's maybe more of a utility champion. He also doesn't have any blessings. I mean, Thor is 5-star blessed, so that could be a big difference maker, right? As well. All right, let's go to the shop. All right, let's do this. Let's get him out of here. He's not blessed, right? So we got Thor with the 5-star blessing. Let's grab some stats for this guy. Go to the see what we got here. Boom, there we go. Give me that 5-star blessing. All right, let's see what this guy can do now. Probably Nature's Wrath would be the pick. So this is the build I got on him right now. Nature's Wrath. This is the build, 5p, lethal plus stone skin. We did use him in arena. He's jacked up a little bit now with some extra crit damage, extra HP and all that. Yeah, I mean, he's got pretty good stats. Sorry, I'll show you guys the build again at the end, but lethal stone skin for arena. He's got pretty good stats. He's got accuracy to land his debuffs. Mastery's here, taking first hit damage. Stoke to Fury. A bit of accuracy because he needs it. But yeah, let's see how he does again in the same team, in the same fight. Remember, Thor's doing about 900k per hit against a decapped head. So yeah, that's a pretty tough benchmark to match. Let's see here. Block buffs. Leech, nice. Decrease speed. Alright, Marius, geared. Okay, we can protect our dude. Protect our dude. Cleansing. Alright, back to his A2. Let's see what his A2 can do now. Pull it down. I mean, it's doing about 400k on the double hit. Let's see what Thor's A2 can do, because his A2 is the big hitter, right? 500, 800. Like, he's doing 800 here, 500 here on a single hit, and then his passive's doing, yeah. I mean, yeah, his A2 is not going to match somebody like Thor. Marius here, doing about 700 or 800 against decapped heads, though. Yeah, his damage not up to these guys for sure. That's okay. That's okay. He brings usable good debuffs, right? Block buffs, and then the leech, very, very useful, right? But I mean, Thor brings decreased speed, really good too. Okay, see what else we can do. Okay, check out his A1 again. Let's see. Oh, sorry, protected. Oops. So annoying. Protection. Intercept stack. Let's protect Thor. Okay. I'm gonna test his A1 again, I guess, versus Thor. Okay, so Thor's A1 on no decreased defense, no weaken. 280. Well, he hit him like 6 times. So, but his first hit was about 280, and then the rest were a little bit less. Let's check out his A1 here. Okay, 339. Okay, I mean, one hit versus one hit, it was stronger, but Thor hit him like 6 times. So, yeah, in terms of A1s, it's not really close. Let's run it a little bit longer and then we'll do a kind of a screenshot. Check him again. Well, not really. Yeah, let's take a snapshot of the total damage output. This one's the A2. A2 is good against the leech. Don't have it. A1. Oh, 700k? That came out of nowhere. Okay. But still 700k is not enough. Still is not enough. Still is not enough. Let's see Thor. 500. And then it would have been a double hit, so 1,000,000. Yeah, it's just not enough. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Let's check out the breakdown here. See how far away he was. Belz 5.5, Thor 9, Marius 11. Pretty far away. I mean, for a champion that brings like relevant debuffs and an A1 decreased defense and a little bit of damage, I mean, it's not too bad. You can definitely incorporate him. Like, I'd rather bring him instead of like Ugo, I guess. Especially if you have another backup decreased defense champion. So that's probably not too bad. He's an option. He's a legendary though. Here's the total build on him again if you guys want to have a look. So 234 speed, got good crit damage, got enough accuracy. No relics or anything. Nature's Wrath seems to be the blessing of choice because he runs debuffs. Fully booked for max damage, of course. Mastery is here. Helm Smasher for extra damage, accuracy, and then extension of his block buffs. Pretty standard, honestly, but a little bit disappointed with his damage, but obviously his utility comes from his debuffs as well. He's not going to be full damage dealer since he needs some accuracy. But overall, you know, got to give the Christmas champion a little bit of love. And I think he's going to be useful in some teams for sure. Like, he's a block buff champion, which not many champions can do that on an AoE. And he also brings leech too, which can be very, very useful. A1 decreased defense. And, you know, even this can be okay, like the steal once in a while against Hydra. But I think for Arena, this guy's probably out of the question in terms of dealing damage. But for Hydra, he definitely has a place for sure. Anyways, guys, that's going to be my verdict on this champion. I think he's average. He's kind of statted out to be a damage dealer, but to me, in this build, he did not hit very hard. And in Hydra, he didn't stack up very well against the premium damage dealers. So he's probably going to be more of a debuffer that can chip in a little bit of damage. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about Belz the Reckoner here. Let me know what you guys would want to see him in terms of overall content. I think Hydra is still the best place for him, which makes sense. Are you guys disappointed with his damage? Did you guys expect a little bit more? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate your time as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.